Hello, today's the 21st of December and we're nearing the end of our devotional book, An Unexpected Christmas. Today's reading is about loving hard people at Christmas. Maybe some of you can relate to that. I'm reminded of a very unexpected event that happened in our home one Christmas. It resulted in someone being a little hard to love for a while. It was Christmas Eve. It was getting close to midnight. The boys were in bed asleep. The preparations had been finalised for the arrival of Father Christmas. The house was finally clean and tidy, and the table had been set, ready for our family to join us on Christmas Day. Robert decided that he needed to have a quick bath before bed. Now, this was about 30 years ago, and we didn't have a shower in our old bungalow, and it was fashionable then to have carpet in the bathroom. So Robert filled the bath and went into the bathroom, and a few minutes later I heard an almighty crack and a loud scream, and I opened the bathroom door to find that Robert had managed to put his foot right through the bottom of the bath. There was a river of water gushing all over the carpet and out down the hallway, and he'd managed to tear his back of his leg quite badly in the process, so the blood was mingling with the water and it was really a terrible mess. I'm ashamed to say that my first reaction was not one of sympathy and first aid for my poor injured husband, but one of anger and irritation at the mess and inconvenience. How are we ever going to get the carpets dried in time? How are we going to bath the boys without a bath? How are we going to afford to replace everything? All those things went through my mind. But of course we did manage to sort it out, and we did enjoy Christmas Day with our family, and we can laugh about it now. Today's reading reminds us that we have an opportunity to look beyond ourselves to the interests of others, to gladly set aside our own needs and preferences in favour of others is not something that comes naturally. The writer says, how might it transform our Christmas gatherings if we were to genuinely look to the interests of others rather than be bent on recreating the perfect Christmas experiences from the movies or our memories? But why should we gladly set aside our own rights and preferences to put others first? Well, because Jesus did for us, as sinful people who are hard to love. Jesus, being God, gave up his rights, his preferences, his glory and authority, his honour, his comfort and his privilege. And he stepped into a world full of hard people in the form of a helpless baby. He did that because he loves us, not because we deserve love, but in spite of the fact that we absolutely don't deserve it. Romans 5:8 tells us that God showed his love towards us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. And that's why he came. He came to die for our sins. And more than that, he has promised for those of us who trust in that love that we will share his glory with him for eternity. So with that in mind, let's try to turn our gaze outwards this Christmas and try harder to love those around us, not begrudgingly, not out of duty, but gladly, because Christ loves us. Thanks. Bye.